Fake news, folks. Fake news.
What's your message today?
Typical New York Times fake stories.
President Trump denies a New York Times report that he set plans in motion to fire special counsel Robert Mueller. According to the report, Mr. Trump ordered the firing last June, but ultimately backed down after his White House counsel, Don McGahn, threatened to resign.
President Trump returns to Washington from Davos, Switzerland this evening. He's actually already back to face this new controversy.
So let's go live to the White House now. CBS 4's Mola Lenghi is there with more. Hi, Mola.
Well, good evening, guys. You might hear the helicopter choppers landing over there on the South Lawn. That's President expected to be landing from Davos right about now. But back to the Russia investigation. You know, President Trump and his staff have been saying for months that the president never even considered firing special counsel Robert Mueller. Well, you know, based on this report, it claims that not only did the president consider it, he ordered his attorney to have it done.
Reporters pressed President Trump about a New York Times story that claims Mr. Trump tried to fire special counsel Robert Mueller last June.
Fake news, folks. Fake news.
What's your message today?
Typical New York Times fake stories.
According to the Times, President Trump backed down after White House lawyer Don McGahn refused to carry out the president's order and threatened to quit. CBS News has confirmed the president discussed conflict of interest concerns about Mueller with top advisors at the time. But by August, Mr. Trump publicly insisted there was no thought of removing Mueller.
I mean, I've been reading about it from you people. You say, oh, I'm going to dismiss him. No, I'm not dismissing anybody.
Earlier this week, the president again told White House reporters there's been no collusion and said he looks forward to talking with Mueller.
Since Mueller's takeover of the Russia investigation, lawmakers on Capitol Hill have had his back.
There's sort of like a fort around Mueller that congressional Republicans, at least congressional Republican leadership, are prepared to defend.
Any effort to go after Mueller could be the beginning of the end of the Trump presidency.
In August, Senators Lindsey Graham and Cory Booker introduced legislation to create new judicial oversight.
The reality is we are in a position right now where should the president order the firing of the special prosecutor, we really have no check or balance on his power.
The president's attorney is emphasizing White House cooperation with the investigation. So far, Mueller's team has interviewed more than 20 White House employees.
Well, the president said this week that he expects to speak to Robert Mueller under oath in the next 2 to 3 weeks as part of this Russia investigation, pending ongoing negotiations between the president's attorneys and Mueller's team. Guys, back to you in Miami.